G'day everyone, Professor Maple here. We're back not on Maplecraft for just a little bit. Let's turn the UI off there just so we don't get a whole bunch of chat there. And I am halfway in a block. That's because I'm on the Exumavoid Trophy Contest World. That's open for 24 hours, although by the time this video is finished, it will be long over. Although I think you could still build on here after that point. Uh, but anyway, here's my plot, and I've decided just this morning. Actually, it's just 1 p.m. now, but basically took the morning to build what I think might be neat trophies there. So, the first one I built here. Oh, and I guess I should explain that before I get too sidetracked. We've got custom textures on this server here, so that's why when I'm in this block, it's actually a half slab that's been retextured to look like a full block. But yeah, basically you're given this plot and this palette of colors to choose from here, and you just kind of go ham building trophies within these sort of 16 by 16 ish groups of boxes. You've got about enough room for 12 per plot, and it should be great fun. There's already a whole bunch of interesting stuff I'm going to explore a little later on here, but for now I just wanted to show you what I have. I have like this, I wanted to do some 3D pixel art, so I did some redstone dust floating, and then I was like, well, that's kind of naff on its own. We're going to put down this little stone-like block thingy with some redstone powered and a little blob of it, and then we've got this redstone torch here that it mostly just is copied stuff from in-game assets and stuff, but I think it'll look neat. I'm not sure if I want the redstone torch to be the front or the back though, or like on a side or something. I'm still kind of deciding. I guess you could decide that if you win that and place it, I guess. And then from there, I kind of moved on. I still had the red in my block, and one of the ideas is, let's see, where is it here? But Nether base. Nether base is one of the specific trophies related to upcoming activities on the Exumaverse, the group of servers that this is part of. So, so on here, I decided to do like a little neat little house, a little garden path, and a tree and stuff. But it's in the Nether. and so there's this ghast at the top corner, which I was still kind of on the fence about. It was at the front and blocking the house, and kind of you lost the point of the trophy at first there. Moved it back, and it's still kind of big and dominating, but it's kind of to scale. But then we've got some like glowstone up in here and the netherrack. I tried to keep this fairly simple because I kept the grass at the house kind of simple palettes. So this isn't like super color block mixy netherrack. This is just general kind of nether fog netherrack with some lava pouring down here into this little pool in this cave underneath the base. That little house up top there. So I thought, I decided I'd go with that, and then little tentacles on the gas there. And then I decided, well, what if they're having trouble deciding on a trophy for something, or they're not sure what would best represent it? So I just did a big question mark. Not really much to say about that. It's just a big question mark. And then another one they wanted was for mobs and stuff. So I decided, well, we'll do this. Boss mobs was also one of them. So we'll do this giant Elder Guardian, kind of in like a fish tanky thing. Do a kind of prismarine colors, but also make it look like it could be in glass. So we've got kind of this. It's kind of almost, when I was building it, the colors I used reminded me of marshmallows. So I'm kind of tempted to go get a bag of marshmallows and just make myself sick eating those. But that's not going to happen. I'm not going to leave the house today, probably. And then we got a little diddly tail that technically kind of fits into the space where the imaginary glass is supposed to be, because there isn't a clear block in this texture pack. But whatever, it's a minor detail. It almost didn't have a tail. I forgot about that. So yeah, we've got this little bubble up here. So really, all in all, I think that turned out well. I decided I'd limit myself to 4 trophies today that I built, just because uh, didn't want to take up my whole day doing this, and even 4 was kind of a bit much. It's what I started at like 10 ish, so it took me about an hour for each of them, give or take. Minus that question mark one, that I think I made up time on that one. But anyway, so yeah, this is it. I'm gonna explore the other ones a little bit more. If you do want to visit my plot, I don't actually know if the / plot visit works here or not, but here's the Professor Maple one. If you want to visit it, see if anything else comes. It won't happen. Well, today's kind of irrelevant because this video could come out months from now, so we'll see. All right, happy April 15th, guys. I've got enough levels now that I should be able to add the last enchantment to my pants. And that will be all the armor for the Ender Dragon complete. Oh, I've got overkill for levels. Okay, that's what fish farming will do. So yeah, there's the armor for the end fight against the dragon. Projectile protection I shouldn't actually need for that fight, I'm just realizing. So that might be a bit of waste, but I can always use that armor later. And I apologize if in the background there's a lot of rumbly noise. There's a big ice storm kind of going through Ontario and Quebec and probably Manitoba and like northeastern United States right now. So heads up for that. I can't do much about that because I have free time now, so I'm going to record. We've got blast protection. That's mostly for taking out those bikini things, end crystals. But yeah, no, this is crazy. Like, I wasn't even sure if my bus was going to make it home yesterday, which doesn't happen too often. Usually the local buses in my area are pretty reliable. Fire protection, that I don't think that's super relevant to the fight either, but we've got it. Okay, and then feather falling in case I fall off an obsidian pillar. Thorns because the dragon's going to try and hurt me. Protection 4, depth strider because I'm going to probably bring a water bucket because Enderman, and unbreaking 3 because again I probably don't need unbreaking on any of this armor because end dragon fight's not going to be too long, but we'll see. Anyway, I've been working, as is always the case, because I like not doing things on camera because it's often more convenient. Let's see, we've got part of that hex is coming down. I'm going to wait to take out the rest of these 2 hexes to when I start doing more work up there. That's a future project that's going to come in. The blocks are a hint as to what's going in there. Oop, I forgot I don't have a stair there, but I do have one here. Right. And then you'll also see I've taken out, well, last episode you saw I took out that. There's also the hex back there up to the enchanting hex that I've taken partially out, and that's actually a nice quick way down here too. But yeah, we've got our cow farm. I'm still gonna switch this grass that isn't in the pastury bits over to brown stuff of various kinds. And here we've kind of got our inside of our farm. So this dirt's gonna go away, that row of dirt's gonna go away, so all the babies can fall out into the water streams, go down that hole, and down that hole they will grow up inside this little chamber here, which I have to keep closed when they're young because they're small enough to get out. I might be able to put a half slab there or something later, but for now we've got to do that. And then And so we're going to test this timing now, make sure it can cook this mushroom here. Which can't get out because now that it's grown up, it's too tall to fit out that one block. Slightly less than a block gap there. So that worked, that did enough fire damage. And that's the building block. So it's doing its job. It's getting the steak, it's getting the leather. It's not burning those up because the pulse for the lava is not as long as it takes to kill the mob. So we're gonna build this on this side here once I get the pieces for it. Almost done the water. Whoops, stream. There. Okay, good. We could take out... Oh, I took my shovel out of my hotbar here. Please don't hate me. Let's see, and then we've got that there. Good. Okay. And I'll fill in these walls later. Just for now, I'm going to leave them open for access. And then we want our signs. Signs everywhere. Signs. Blocking out the scenery. Breaking copyright. Oh no, we're going to need to fill some of these in actually. That one's done. Okay, cool. So we've got our signs to place in. We don't really need them in the corners because water sources aren't going to flow into the corners. So really I didn't need to place 2 of those blocks, but we can just keep going and we'll be fine because we have sign. Sign. Okay, and then so we need 1 water source there, and that will flow just barely to the edge there. And then we need 1 more water source there. And then we've got our transport down to the redstone-y part. Put that block back there. Yeah, right there. Okay, and then we can put our hoppity hopper in there as well. And yeah, I'm still thinking about switching those fence, wow, the word is just not coming to me right now. Those trapdoors. Made a tutorial about a trapdoor a while ago. Apparently don't remember what that word is. So we just put a blob of redstone. Wait a minute, no, that's a block too low. That's why I had to... Okay. I can't talk and do redstone at the same time, apparently. And then we could just place the redstone on the side of that block. Put it up there. Little tip. And then, oh, we need our stone button. Oops. That's... Nope. Let's keep the axe in our hand so we don't place that trapdoor again there. And then, oh, we need to now place the trapdoors. I'm going to try and place this on the bottom of that block and that block so that in theory a calf wouldn't be able to get through, but of course my theory is not correct and needs revising, so yes, again we'll revise that, but not right now. And then we put our lava bucket in there. That's pretty, redstone wise, it's pretty simple. So you press the button, it updates the observer, it powers this block, which powers the redstone you can't see from down here on top of it, which powers that dispenser. And then the stone button's quick enough that when it unpresses, it updates the observer and everything else in time to suck all the lava back in before it gets rid of any items. And we're good to go. Alright, welcome back everyone. It is April 15th, morning of. I've got my tea, having some breakfast here. Just figured the contest on the Exuma Void servers ended. And even though it's a little out of order, I'll probably be putting this later in the video. I wanted to kind of show what's happened since then. So let's take a quick look. We'll show how to get to the plot world where the contest entries are. And then we'll take a look at each one individually here. So we're on the main plot world. This is my plot where all these test hexes and whatnot are. This is going to be a library hex palette here. So you can see I need to beat the end to finish that hex. And then so once we're on here, we just slash trophy comp, no spaces. I keep wanting to type it with spaces, but this is the one time I've finally been able to do it with space. Ooh, and the textures aren't loading in quite yet, so that's going to take a little bit here. There we go. So this is, oh, we've got someone else checking out the winners too. So this is the plot of one of the winners, or a few of them. We weren't really indicated like if all of these trophies in this plot won, or if one of them in this plot won. But this is the plot of Aqua Lazuli. Yeah, Aqua Lazuli. And you can see here we've got looks like one of the Hermitcraft nether portals, and we've got a shulker with, and I like the use of orange. Like usually I'm not a super fan of like bright purple and orange put together. It looks like I grew up in the 90s, but it looks too 90s for me usually, or too Nickelodeon-y, too infantile, however you want to describe it. But I like that because we've got it already kind of in the shulker texture and then the shulker projectile texture as sort of like a peachy thing, which it in game is very close to that color. And they've just taken that color and ramped it up a little bit to contrast with the purple, so the base doesn't just fade into, well, like it's a background, but it looks like one complete trophy as opposed to a trophy on top of a base. It looks like part of a scene there. That's good. I like that. And let's see, we've got this sort of Elder Guardian looking thing, which looks better than my marshmallow. I'm not gonna lie, this looks more like a statue-y Elder Guardian sort of dealy. And then I think this is supposed to be like the gold you can find in like the big gold chunk of stuff you can find in the ocean monuments there. And we've got here another star for beating the wither. Got sort of like mini wither heads on the sides and one big one in the middle. That's really cool. And I didn't realize when I was first looking at this plot, there are actually more up top. That like I stopped at 4, but not everyone did. So we've got some underwater javelin. Is it called the javelin? Fish sleeper. Looks like killing guardians is going to be something you could get a trophy for now. What's this one for? Globetrotter. So probably going all the biomes and getting that achievement for doing that kind of thing on the server. We've got Ender Dragon egg, which again the colors on these trophies really pop, and I love it. And yeah, really good choice here with the bright orange and the prismarine colors there. And this one we've got an illager with the totem of undying. And that's a really cool depiction of that totem. I like it. Shape's a little, well, the shape for everything is going to be a little different than the actual thing just because of the scale. But, and what's this one for? This one's all icy and stuff. Aurora of Ascension. So get to the top of an iceberg when they come in 1.13 maybe? Who knows? Let's see, mob heads. Really, I like the choice of blue. It doesn't really carry from either any of the heads there, but it's a good choice still. Let's see, overachiever. It's kind of vague. I imagine that's because they'll have mob heads on that server. They'll have that as a trophy for getting them all. Maybe. We've got some blaze going on here. Blazing Fortress, so maybe for blaze farming. And then we've got block commanders, so probably more for admins and people who design features for the Exumaverse Let's Play Together server. And actually, I think I think we must be near my plot, because I recognize that skull. I was exploring the one day, and I'm certain I saw that skull, so I must have passed this one by when I was looking around. Yes, because I remember that block thing with the rainbow there. Yeah, I've definitely been here. Definitely been here. Actually, if we go down, can we see my trophies from here? I remember that sideways swordy thing. I remember those swirly bits. I think I'm a bit of away from my plot here, but anyway, we're gonna move on to the next one. So slash visit, and then what's the name? What's the name of the other winner? Well, one of the other winners, Mr. Polymath. So MR Polymath. Oops. Let's type where I can type here. Oops. And let's type the command properly here. And let's type the command properly here. There we go. Aha. Now is this... I don't see anything here. Unless this is... But this doesn't look like a trophy. These don't look like trophy plots. These look like... Okay, well I think we're in a different plot world now. So let me just figure out how to get to the right place here to see the other entries, because everything looks weird. Everything looks weird. I'm scared and I want to go home. That just snapped me to the same place. So I don't know what's going on. I've been trying to follow the same commands as everyone else here, but I don't think I've gotten to the right spot here. We're gonna move on to the other one here. I tried. Can't say I didn't try. Let's see here. Who's Icy Fruit? Icy Fruit. Here we go. Oh, this is... Oh, we're super close to mine. Because I remember this X thingy. Yeah, there we are. There we are. And then just over... We're really close to Aqua Lazuli's place too. Yeah, just over there. That's Aqua Lazuli down there. Nice. Nice. I saw... So... Let's see, we've got signs. I've kind of seen a lot of these before. So this one's for golf. This is a big old golf ball on a tee. Actually, it doesn't really need explaining. It's self-explanatory. This looks like a tango base nether thingy. Let's see, the evil lair, nether base. Yep, okay. What's this one? The Golden X, a generic award. Yeah, that's appropriate. I feel like that works really well. And ooh, I like the mini fortress here, mini monument, a monumental achievement. Okay, yeah. That's a good name for it. What else have we got? We've got looks like a 3D nether star and a sailing schoonery boat thing. 9,000 deaths is, I believe, one of the prompts. They kind of... Yep. And then we've got some other people looking around here too, so we'll try not to get in their way. Death from above, Elytra, battles. Although really we're in game mode 3, so we shouldn't be getting in anyone's way here. So total wasteland, digging blocks. So yeah, you can see using a shovel, take away the sand in the desert, and presumably pick with the sandstone and stuff. Now this Ender Dragon, this is really, I like this. It kind of reminds me of like a kind of like Ridley with from like Metroid with purple eyes. I like this. This is really cool. The shape's, well, of course, a little different than the actual Ender Dragon, just because again scale, and we're using 1 meter by like 100 centimeter by 100 centimeter blocks to build these things. But yeah, no, this is really cool. Let's see, we've got one here. I haven't actually. I need to read the sign for this one. A world under your feet. Oh, okay, so this is adventuring. So those meant to be boots? I think those are meant to be boots. Okay, well that's cool. And then this is gonna be redstone. Oh yeah, that's the Temple of Notch there. That's really cool. I like that. That's really cool. All right, all right. Oh, a little shame we couldn't see the other plot stuff, but we're the other winner. But congratulations to the people who won. Again, that's Aqua Lazuli, Mr. Polymath, and Icy Fruit. I will see you on the field of battle, or you may crush me again for my. Yeah, to be fair, this redstone one could have been a little more symmetrical. The symmetry was something they were looking for. And well, I guess the ghast in this one made this asymmetrical too. I knew I shouldn't have added the ghast in, but it just looks so neat. I couldn't let it go. Anyway, I'm happy the winners of the competition won, because I don't know, having a second thoughts about my own stuff, and I'm glad something better's taken their place. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That wasn't there when I was building, was it? No, the wither thing was here, and this one was here, and that one was there. But I think this one's new, and I like the glass over top, the glass pane. That's a good touch. Okay, so you get a name tag, and you get a different name tag, and you get a name tag, and you get that first name tag, and you get a name tag, and now those cows and mushrooms should not take up the mob cap or entity. They'll not be as laggy. They won't create as much lag as my understanding of the situation. So I've got name tags for these guys. That'll be the cedar cows in these 2 slots here. Of course, we're not going to name every baby that comes out here because they're just going to get cooked. But we've got this going on, trying to name all of these little babies. There we go. So that once we actually get this farm up and running, oh, and there's a baby in there that I can't quite get to. There we go. Once we get this farm up and running, we'll be able to not worry about it creating as many issues with how many mobs we've got in the same spot here, even though these things are glitching out. And I think I'm naming some of these cows more than once, which is not good, and I can't get that baby, but we'll do that anyway. I wanted to say goodbye here because we can't on the part of the plot world we were on, because that was invisible, because game mode 3 does that. So anyway, have a good now, have a good later, have a good whatever it is till I see you again, and I think next episode we're gonna look for that stronghold. Maybe fight through there, find that portal, and get ready for the end, because we've only got 2 weeks left. It's April 15th. We've got to stay on that goal of by the end of April. So anyway, We'll see ya. Goodbye.